Welcome back to Let's Play NHL 11, save the Atlanta Thrashers. We just finished our sixth season, I think. So we made it to the finals, but ended up losing to Columbus. So I signed my con or my did all my contract stuff, and now I'm at free agency, and I have kind of a wacky idea here. So first, let's do some trade stuff. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go with what's his face? Darcy Kemper going forward, so we don't need Pavlik anymore, and he has full trade value. So what I want to do is go to, I think, uh, who was it? Chicago, I think. And they have this Jay Brunette guy. I guess he was probably taken like for, seventh overall in the first round in 2014. So he's 83 overall. I guess he just signed his entry level thingy. So, uh, yeah, he has 3 years left at really low salary. So let's try that. But I think I'm gonna have to sweeten the deal a little bit with. That's gonna hurt, but I think I'm gonna add a sixth. Ugh. Okay. Yeah. So what I'm going to do right now is just shed some salary. And I want to improve on my top line right wing position. So I think we're going to move on from Brian Little, go to Dallas. Let's get another. Was it Dallas? Yeah. Let's get another defensive prospect, this Jay Ribeiro guy. Yeah, he was also drafted in 2014, so he just signed his entry-level deal, I guess. So let's get him. I think we might need to trade like a fifth and a seventh. Let's try a fifth first. Yeah, let's try adding a seventh. Great job, EA. Yeah, so now we have 17 million, so let's sign Patty Kane. So I think Dallas, yeah, it looks like Dallas already offered him a contract, but I think we can go like 10 and a half for 8 years. So that'll leave us like 7 million to re-sign all of our other players, but we uh since we're probably getting those guys, since we got those guys on defense, like our defense is probably we can probably get rid of some guys. Well, we don't have anyone like super expensive to give away. Like depending on if Seabrook or Carlson want too much in UFA, we can get rid of them, but whatever. So let's just I'll just show this, see if we can get all these guys. I think we're still signing those goalies. Jacques, why? Jacques, you stupid. Yay, we got the brain. We got Ryan Corey and we got Javier Carter. Okay, okay. Let's see how the negotiations with Patrick Kane go. All right, so we got Patrick Kane. So a little bit expensive, but it's fine, I guess. Uh, we'll see. So I'll sim up to the start of the season and then we can take a look at our lines and all that stuff. So I will see you in a minute. All right, so here are our lines for this year. Looking pretty good. So we have Stamkos at 95, Kane at 90, Jamie Benn at 90. Really good top line. Second line's pretty much the same as before. Third line, we got this Ray guy and Belak. So Yeah, and then we have that rookie guy, Jowick, on the fourth line there. Our defense, um, so I think these are the new guys here, Brunette and Ribeiro with Carlson and Peckham. And then our goalie, I didn't even consider that. Okay, so we have this Caruzzi guy. Let me just check our goalie options for a second. Um, Not edit lines, damn it. Roster moves. Okay, so goalies. Where's Brain? Yeah, so we should actually bring Vicentine up. Uh, for crying out loud. Uh, okay. Goalies. Let's see, Vicentine. And then bring Caruzzi down. And then defenseman. No. Bring Cherot back up. Okay, there we go. Best lines. All right, there we go. So let's get into the start of the season here. And then, as always, I'll sim to the start of December, just after the Capitals game. All right, so at the start of December, we are 15, 6, and 4. Look at Stamkos, he's killing it. In 25 games, he has 34 points. So let's check out our stats. Standings first. So we are seventh in the league. Not bad. Vancouver's first. Okay. So in the East, we are third. And actually, our division is weak for once. It's usually the other way around. Okay, so let's check out the player stats now. NHL. And looks like bringing in Patrick Kane might have been good for Stamkos and Jamie Benn as well. So sort by points. Yeah, so Stamkos has 34 points, 14 goals, 20 assists. Ben and Kane are doing okay. Wow, Belak's turning it on. He's almost at a point per game now. That's good. Patrick O'Sullivan's still doing really well. Dustin Penner. Buffaglin's kind of gone back a little bit, so I might consider trading him at the trade deadline or at the draft. Um, yeah, just because he's 87 overall and he's going to be asking for a ton of money, so probably not going to be worth keeping him. Actually, let me check out the entire league, see where Stamkos ranks among the league leaders, as it were. It's probably near the top. Okay. Northwest, Eastern, Western, NHL. Sort by points. Michael Frolik, really? Okay, so he's third behind Frolik and Bobby Ryan, but he's played less games than both of them, so maybe at 29 games he'll have more points than Frolik. Wow. This is like a list of people you totally wouldn't expect to be near the top of the points list, especially in 2016 or 2015, 2016. Like Chris Stewart, Colin Wilson, Zetterberg, David Gilbert, whoever the hell that is, Thomas Tatar. Like no Crosby, Ovechkin. Oh, it's 2016, 2017. Huh, my bad. Uh, Actually, let's check out the scouting reports, which would be a GM option. Let's go to the scouting report and see who we're looking at. So we have Danny Marchand, the WHL defenseman. Mike McIntyre. I wonder if he's Drew's brother. Already traded away the WWF champion in season one. Earl Barch. So it looks like a lot of guys coming out of the WHL look pretty good. So maybe I will send my scout over to the WHL for yeah, defense forwards for 6 weeks. I don't know why you can't just like scout everybody. All right, so I'll sim to just prior to the trade deadline, whenever that is, over here. So yeah, just up to the Florida game, and I'll be right back. All right, so we are just before the trade deadline here. No, I want to check out stats first. So let's just see the team standings. So we're fourth in the league. I think we were probably first in the league, but we hit a little bit of a rough patch just before the All-Star game. We were like 35, 15, and 3 or something like that. Um, yeah, so in the Eastern Conference, we're second, 3 points behind Buffalo, or 6 points behind Buffalo with 3 games in hand. Um, oh, wait, let me check out who's in last place right now. Boston, okay. So let's check out the player stats. Check out my AHL stats too. So Stamkos has 70 some points right now. 74, so yeah, he's doing well. Patrick Kane, I'd like to see a little bit more, but still, first line's rolling along pretty well. Belak's doing really well this year. This Ray guy is actually doing really well in his rookie year. Um, 82 overall. That's that guy we signed in free agency. Buffalo, 40 points is okay. Uh, Brunette, Jowick. Jowick's not doing bad. Mr. Superstar Romanian guy who scored 105 points in the AHL last year. Ribeiro he's actually doing really well. Or sorry, I think that was Brunette. Brunette's doing really well. His plus minus is plus 37. So is Eric Carlson's. I guess they're just on the ice all the time together. So let's check out the entire league so far. Gaborik. Looks like what's his face went down a little bit. Frolik. So Gaborik, Frolik, Volskis, Vanek, and Stamkos. So still top five. Johan Bergfors. Not our Bergfors. Ryan House. Really? How? Okay. Whatever. And then let's just check out our AHL team, see if anyone's killing it down there. If the stats will ever load. All right. No, 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 I don't want to do that. Tyler Toffoli, 77 overall, so he could make the team. So could this Rory Bentley guy. Spike Clark is doing well. Where's Huberdeau? Still only 12 points and he's 67 overall. Man, Florida should have signed him. Oh well. So let's go to the trade deadline. Trade négociation. Okay, what does Phoenix want? Ty Ratty for An Anilov. 72 overall for 79 overall defensive D, who we don't really need. I mean, let's see, Buffalo. No, I'm not trading Jowick. Are you crazy? Guy's doing crazy good. He's a Romanian superstar. No frickin' way. So let's do this. Let's go to Boston and get their first pick for this year. Second, third, and a fourth. Am I going to be a gift horse? I doubt anybody will think Boston came out on the short end of the stick with this trade, so it's a done deal. Chiarelli, is that you? Okay, I'm done with the first round. Nobody did any trades. Okay, Chicago, what do you want? I'm not giving you Jowick, so screw off. Second and a third for a second and Mellenby. Why? I don't need a. Well, I guess I do need a backup goalie, but ugh. Why would I take this guy? No. Okay, so nothing. Continue. What do you want, Phoenix? Nick Bergforce for Curtis Foster. They already offered that to me in the off season. I don't want it. Ty Ratty for a second. What if you make this a next year second? What? That's so stupid. Jamie Benn, no. All right. San Jose. Clark for Harrington. I'm not trading Spike Clark. Who's this Harrington loser? B minus B, C. No way. Spike Clark's way better. A minus A, B minus C. No way. Anaheim. No. Pittsburgh calling. What? I'm not trading my starting goalie for this garbage. Joe Fukufuji. Yeah, I won't have a starting goalie anymore. I guess I could like go sign Ryan Miller or something, but I don't have the money. I wonder if he's still in free agency. So my fantastic goalie and my picks that are worth apparently like superstars for a bunch of garbage. No. How come nobody else is trading? They all just want to like try to take advantage of me. Schnitzel? Who's the Schnitzel guy? I don't really care. All these trades are garbage. A third for Will Robinson. Wade Robinson. No. Edmonton. Joe Ribeiro. What? No freaking way. This guy's a freaking star, man. This guy's a star. Well, he's going to be a star, I think. Kevin Quick and Shaun Morrison. No. Boston. Ribeiro Nordstrom for a bunch of garbage. No. Oh, whoops. I guess I forgot a trade offer. Ha! So, wait, let me see. Free agency. No, not upcoming. I can't I can't sign free agents right now? That's stupid. Ovechkin? Ooh. Well, Hedman. Oh man. We're gonna get slaughtered in free agency. Holy cow. Well, anyway, I will sim up to the end of the season and I will be back in a second. All right, so we're at the end of the season, and as you can see, our first round opponent will be the New Jersey Devils. Um, so, no. Stat Central, okay. Yeah, so I checked and my stupid settings were at minimal line editing by the assistant coach, so Darcy Kemper basically played every game this year. I thought I didn't have that on. Oh well. So this year Stamkos is first on our team in with 90 points, so he had a really good year. Uh, Jamie Benn and Patrick Kane had good seasons too, so they combined for over 100 goals. So that's pretty good. Belak did really well on the third line. He got some power play time too. Uh, and then this F. Ray guy also, he did really good on the third line. So our third line really did well too. Bauk did okay. Okay, so let's check that compared to the entire league, see where Steven Stamkos stood. So Gabrick on Buffalo had 106 points. Seems like he's getting a ton of really good seasons lately. And then Vanek, Frolik. Frolik jumped back up again. Gratche, Volsky, and Stamkos. Ryan House. Really? Wasn't he like he was a third round pick in Buffalo? That's weird. Huh. And then Jamie Benn with 78. Looks like he outscored. Oh, that's Patrick Kane. Evander Kane. Where's Evander Kane here? Did I pass him or something? Mark Giordano. Wow. He's on Colorado. I didn't pass him yet? Oh. 59 points. Haha. Screw you, Kane. All right, so let's check our scouting. Scouting report. So it looks like this Danny Marchant guy is going to be the top pick. Mike McIntyre. Goalies. That's not what I meant to do. So two top 10 guys, but I don't think I need to tell my scout to go anywhere. So let's go into round one here. Can I check out their lines from here? Oh, looks like I can. Okay, so New Jersey. So they have Wolski, Zajac, Brown, McLean, Carter, Eliuk, and then Berg. Wow, they've got really good centers, but their wing depth is a little bit bad. They've got Volchenkov and Larson, and then so overall, I think our offense and defense is better. And then goalies, they still have Brodeur. No, Pascal Leclerc. So our goaltending is a little bit better too. So hopefully we can win this series. All right, 2-0, 4-1, 6-2, 8-3. Man, that was pretty good. Okay, sim up to this day. Okay, so skim game. 4-2, 7-2, 8-2, 9-2. Wow. So he scored 17 goals in 2 games. That's crazy. Phillips Arena crowd loving that. So game 3, 1-1, 2-2, 4-2, 4-3. All right, so came back to make it interesting, but we ended up winning. All right, so let's sim game 4. Let's see if we can sweep these guys. These clowns. 1-0, 4-0. Oh, come on, you guys aren't clowns. I was just joking, man. I was just joking. Man. Where'd our offense go? Oh, Carlson has 7 assists. That's crazy. Okay, so 1-0, 6-0, 7-2, 7-2. All right, so Made it through to the second round. Made it through to the second round. And we will play. Yay, my GM rep has gone up. Oh, Philly. Okay. Okay, so let's check out Philly's lines. Haha. Okay, so they've got two pretty decent lines, and then their third and fourth lines are kind of garbage. Defense, yeah. So looks like we're much better than they are on paper, and then they have Stafford and Keki in goal. Okay, so let's just check out our stats in the first round. Must have had some guys really go off, get a ton of points. Well, not really. Patrick Kane, Eric Carlson, Jamie Benn. It looks like a lot of guys are point per game or above. So we had 11 players with the point per game or above. Yikes. All right, so let's head on to the Philly series, which we are still at home. 3-2, 4-2, 8-4, 8-4. Man, we have like, we're just going ham on offense. 1-0, 2-1, 4-3. Yes. Okay, so we won both of the games at home. Going into Philly for game 3. 2-1, 5-2, 6-3. All right. Man, it's crazy. Can we sweep Philly this time? They aren't clowns. They're a very, very good team. Super Team Philly. Yes, they are amazing. We can never beat them. Yes! All right, we swept Philly. All right, so let's see. Who do we have in the conference finals? Buffalo? Uh-oh. Okay, so we have Buffalo. You know what? I didn't check the standings. So Buffalo was first in the East, okay. So they were 4 points above us. Were we first in goals for again? Yes, we were over 300. It's pretty good in like this time for the NHL. I don't know, like in real life last year, did teams have over 300 goals? Seems like scoring was up last year, but like back back in 2016 or 17, it wasn't that high, I think. Okay, so let's see how we did in our series against Philly. Wow, Jamie Benn. Ooh, Stamkos with 18 points, Patrick Kane with 18 points, Jamie Benn with 13. Carlson, O'Sullivan, still got 8 guys over point per game, so that's really good. So let's check out Buffalo's lines. They should be pretty good because they have that one line that just like their top line, Vanek, Ennis, and Gambarek. I don't know why they're so good. They're all three snipers. Maybe that's why. So yeah, their second line, their second, third, and fourth lines don't really look that good. Their defense doesn't really look that good either. Who do they have in goalie? Enroth and Goivanini. Goivanini. Okay. All right, so let's sim game 1 into Buffalo. 1-1, 1-2, 2-2, 3-2. Yes! So we get game 1. Already guaranteed a split in Buffalo. All right. 0-1, 1-3, 2-3, 3-3, 3-3, 3-3. No. All right, so heading home 1-1. All right, so let's sim game 3, 1-1, 3-2. Yes, okay, so got game 3 up 2-1. All right, so let's sim game 4, 1-0, 2-0, 2-2, 2-2. Oh, oh, how do you blow a 2-0 lead in the third? We're not freaking Toronto. Come on. 2-1 or 1-2, 3-4, 4-4, 4-4. Ah, okay, so we're on the brink now. Coming back home. Can we get the win and get the momentum back into game 7? Okay, 4-2. Yes, okay. So we have a huge game 7 to get into the Stanley Cup Finals. Can we do it for the third year in a row? 2-1, 2-1, 4-2, 5-2. Ooh, yes. Back to the Stanley Cup Finals. Columbus again? You gotta be kidding. You gotta be kidding. Freaking Columbus. Why are they so good? Okay, let's check out our stats here. So it seemed like a much more balanced series, a little bit lower scoring than our first two rounds. So both Stamkos and Patrick Kane, 24 points. So far, Kane's paying off really well. Jamie Benn, 18, and then they're the only three that are point per game now. Can look at Kemper. Kemper's doing all right. Nothing spectacular, but we're winning, so who cares? And then let's check out Columbus's line. Okay, so they have Filatov, Brassard, and Voracek, Hunt, Johansson, and Nash. Yeah, so they have two really good lines, and then their third and fourth line are all right, I guess. Defensively, wow, they really don't have a defense. And then in goal, wow, Steve Mason, 90 overall. Okay, so let's check this out. All right, 2-0. Eh. All right, so we get game 1. And if we get up like 3 games to whatever, we have to remember to intervene, like at the end of the third or whatever. Ooh, come on, come back. Come back. No. All right, so we split the games in Columbus. That's fine. Coming back home to the Phillips Center. Is it still called the Phillips Center? Okay, 2-0. 4-1. 4-1. Okay, so we got this game. 5-2. Sweet. All right, so can we push Columbus to the brink at home? Let's see. 0-0, 3-2, 3-2, 3-2. Yes. Okay. All right, so let's go up to game 5 where we're up 3-1, and let's see if we can finish Columbus off here. 2-0, 3-1. All right, so I'm just gonna, it's a special occasion. We need our really cool jerseys. Uh, yeah, whatever. I'm just simming. And it's funny, I played just a game to just see the gameplay, and I was Atlanta. Uh, Hopefully it doesn't pick up that audio and get copyrighted. whatever. So we got 5 minutes left, 5-1. But yeah, I was playing and it was pretty funny. The commentator guys, they're like, um, oh, for crying out loud, could I speed this up? Cut back in at like 1 minute. All right, so we got 30 seconds left. But anyway, I was playing a game and the commentary team was like, Atlanta's an example of a franchise who, when it was started, thought, wow, I wonder if that's going to work. And the team proved them wrong. Yeah, once Atlanta makes the playoffs for a couple of seasons, they're going to be an example of a real successful franchise. And, maybe in this world, but it was the same season where, after that season, Atlanta moved to Winnipeg, so kind of got that wrong. But anyway, we have 7 seconds left, still 5-1. Oh, nice shot, Doughty. All right, 4-1 win over Columbus. Haha. No more cup for you, Rick Nash. Shouldn't have let us wear our periwinkle blues in your barn, Columbus. That doesn't look like Jamie Benn to me. Freaking Kemper again? It's always a goalie. Why? He wasn't that good. It was our scoring that got it. Like, it should have been Stamkos. Who are you, imposter Jamie Benn? Yay! That's all? Alright. See ya, Gary Thorne. Alright, so. Outstanding job this year. Oh, well, thank you, owner. Where's the, let's see. I guess the AHL is still going. Da-da-da-da. Hurry up. I'm in off-season mode. Rockford Ice Hogs. Alright, so let's check out the stats here. Playoff tree. Yep, so we were fourth in the East. Yeah, we had a pretty easy time, except for Buffalo. Buffalo pushed us to the edge, but we won game 6 and 7. Columbus. Wow, they won all their series in 7. Okay. So then the playoff stats for the playoffs. So yeah, I don't see how you don't give Steven Stamkos the Conn Smythe. Like, he had 27 points in 21 games. That's way better than Darcy Kemper's performance, which was pretty average. Like 270 GAA, 92 save percent. If we look at like the NHL for this, let's just go by games played. So 270. Pavlik with Chicago, he was a little bit better. Save percentage was a bit lower, but his GAA was a bit lower. So they had basically had the same type of performance. Looks like Chicago made it to the conference finals. Um, okay, so never mind. It looks like Kemper did actually have one of the better playoff performances. Like, along with Enroth and Pavlik. And then for save percentage, he might have had the highest. So yeah, I guess it was a good choice to go with Kemper over Pavlik and just trade Pavlik away for the future defenseman. So I'll just sim up to here on screen. So So this is our seventh season. Uh, so in my current contract, I have one more season. Um, so I was thinking of just re-signing with Atlanta, however many years that is. Go that many years minus one on this series, and then in the last year do something really fun that I will not say yet. So, okay, retirements. No one on our team, it looks like. Joe Thornton retired. It's kind of early for him. LeCavier retired. That's kind of late for him. And then a bunch of other guys. I thought Husilius already retired. Let's see, goalies. Garlock. Nicholas Backstrom. Martin Biron. Oh, wait. No, no one signed Ryan Miller, and his overall's going way down because like nobody's playing him. So first, let me go into the scouting report. So probably go with this Earl Barch guy. He looks the best. Very offensive. Unless there's like an amazing goalie. No. D. Lindsay. Eh. So I'll go with the Barch guy, I guess. Um, and then I wanted to check out our contracts to see sort of how our players have grown. So Doughty's 97 overall. Holy cow. Stamkos 95, Seabrook 93, JV Ben 91, Patrick Kane 91, Byfuglian 87. How did he do in the playoffs? 15 points, so he was okay, but I think we can kind of move on from him. Wow, Burnett's up to 86, Carlson 85, Belak 84. He's going to need his RFA contract. Dustin Penner, Bentley, Patrick O'Sullivan, Joek's up to 83, Ray up to 83, Bergfors still 83, Ribeiro 82, Bernier 82. So wow, we have a lot of guys we can kind of play here. Give a chance to guys like Toffoli and guys like that. Let's check out our goalies. I don't think I did Vicentine any anything good by not playing him at all last season, unfortunately. Kemper's 89 overall now, so that's good. So let's just go up to the draft here. All right, so let's see. Whose pick do we need? So we need Nashville's. We have, oh wow. Huh. So I'll try to get two more picks for next year. I'll just trade two to get Nashville's and then trade our other two picks forward net for next year. Okay. Call from Detroit. Nope, not trading away Clark. All right, so Nashville. I almost forgot. Smash ton. Festival. And then I don't think it really matters. I'm a gift horse. Don't look me in the mouth. Okay, Boston for Anaheim's next year. Let's see, I'll probably have to add something like a seventh next year. This is a really good deal. Probably is. That's probably one of the higher picks. Okay, and then Nashville's I want to keep. Okay, Boston, let me have your pick for next year. I already have a ton of our picks. For sixth, wonder if they can give me back a seventh for next year. I guess that's like the deal breaker. Wow, you've got a lot of guys with full trade value. That's awesome. Dallas, Boston, and then our sixth for next year. That should work. I don't know why seventh is a deal breaker, but whatever. Okay, so that's all. So let's pick. And I think I'm going to go with Barcia, maybe Marchand. But we already have a lot of defensive prospects. Could use some more. You know what? I'll go with Marchand. Okay, so let's see, continue. Any? Nah. Okay, so I don't think we need to sit around and wait for all those rounds to go by. So wait, let me just check out New York and LA. New York and LA. Marchand and something else. Marchand and Lindsay, I think. Okay, so we have 8 million in cap space. That's probably not going to be enough. So what I can do is qualify that whatever his name is, that RFA guy who's probably going to want a lot of money. Yeah, I know. Okay, so let's go by age here. Okay, Marchand, 74 overall, B minus potential. So then LA, Dallas. LA is not too far from Dallas in terms of like alphabetically. Okay, so they took Vikingstad. That's a pretty cool name. M something Malone. Is it this guy? No. No, it was L something like Lindsay. Oh, goalie? Oh, Lindsay, okay. Oh, A minus potential. That's not bad. Derek Lindsay. But he's kind of a project. Okay, and then New York. Rangers. Marsh, right? No. McIntyre. Oh, wow, this guy's way better. 82 overall. Sniper. Looks like we blew it on that one, but that's fine. Okay, so I'll resign my players and see where we're at right after. Yeah, I'll come back in a bit. All right, so I'm back after signing everyone. So I'll just go by forwards here. So we got Jamie Benn for 6 million for I think 8 years, something, or 6 years maybe. So pretty good deal there. Buffalin, I brought him back for 3 years. Um, I could always trade him too. Belak, I got for 3 years at 3.75, so pretty good deal for him. Dustin Penner, this will probably be his last year here, so I didn't have to resign him anyway. This R. Bentley guy, Rory Bentley, so I signed him for 3 years at 2.65. Bergforth is probably on his way out too. Yeah, so those are the forward signings, or the major ones. Okay, so then defense. So I brought back Carlson. He only wanted like 6 million or just under 6 million for 8 years, something like that. Can I like check his contract somewhere? I don't know. But yeah, he signed for a long time, so I got him at 5.4 million. Theo Peckham, I got him at 1.9 for 3 more years. He's serviceable on the bottom part of the defense. And then I think that's really all. So I let Seabrook go. Whoops. Why is it not showing? Oh, I'm not sorting by overall, I guess. Yeah, so this is what our defense core is going to look like. So Doughty, Brunette, Carlson, Peckham, and Ribeiro. And one of these Corey Sauer shrimp guys. So still not too bad. Looks like Brunette will move up to the first pairing. He still has a ton of room to grow. Same does Ribeiro, so I don't feel like we're losing too much by not getting Seabrook back. But Seabrook wanted like $10 million, so that was kind of impossible. Oh, and then I don't know if I mentioned it. So for Stamkos, yeah, I brought him back for 8.75. He wanted like 9.5 million or something like that for 6 years. Uh, so yeah, we're pretty heavy loaded up front, like with Doughty, Stamkos, Ben, and Kane. And then we have some good young guys coming up too, so that should be able to help us out. So I'll just sim up to the start of free agency. Da, 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 and we'll see. So, yeah, so Brent Seabrook looks like he's the top free agent this year. Continue, blah, blah, blah. So let's check out our free agents here. So did Eric Stahl not get a contract last year? No, I don't know why that happens. He wasn't even looking for that much. Like, I don't know. Was Ryan Ellis? Ryan Ellis didn't play last year either. Like, why is nobody getting signed here? So stupid. And then whoops. Let's check out RFAs. I don't know if there's any. Oh yeah, all these guys. Berglund. Okay. Nino Niederreiter. And so let's go to goalies. Here's Ryan Miller. He hasn't played in like 3 years. He hasn't played since 2014. It's so stupid. You think like anyone would just. Oh, he's only seeking 5 million now. Could probably use a real backup, but I'll make sure that edit lines are on handled by my assistant coach, so Vicentine gets some playing time. So I think I'll just check right now, see if there are any really good young guys here that we can. What about this? Ooh, I want to look at UFAs because that guy's probably RFA. Oops, no. Put. So Johnny Watt, isn't he? Didn't we sign him? I thought he was our guy. Okay. Stios. Let's see. Take this Lynch guy. Even though my cap's really low, these guys won't count against it, so. Or they shouldn't. Alatalo. Payet. Ooh, wow. Fritzmeyer. This guy looks pretty good. Let's see. Any more guys in there? 70 overall that are early 20s. The Grimm. Nope. Okay, so let's check goalies. Sylvain Leclerc. What? Oh, wait. Who's going to sign in Philly? This guy UFA? I guess we can see if he'll take a contract. We can offer him more. Like 700,000. Not like it makes a difference. Then any pusher. Let's see, 70 overall or above. No, okay. So I'll just sim up here. No! I'll sim up here to see if we sign any of those guys. Damn you, Leclerc. You will rue the day. Oh no, Nolan Lynch went with someone else. Okay. Alright, so that's all for this episode, and next time I will just start at the beginning of the season. So see you for the 2017-2018 season.